Hey everyone, Lance here, and I've got yet another friend with me here today. This is James.
Hi, I'm James, yet another friend.
So, James is also building his first gaming PC, but we thought maybe with this one we'd do something a little bit different. James isn't precious about building it himself, so I thought maybe we would do a speed build and see how fast I could build a PC. And then maybe we'll have heaps of time afterwards to play some games, do whatever, make sure Windows is installed and stable, I guess.
It's gonna take the longest.
That will probably take the longest.
Drivers.
Yeah, drivers. Just all the nightmarish things that being an ex-Mac user doesn't have to deal with. So James, why don't you tell us what parts you've decided to go with?
Alright, let's spin through. I got the Ryzen 5 on Lance's rec because I was going to get the 3400G, didn't need it. With the extra graphics, straight in, more power. Put all the graphics into the RTX 2060. I've got kind of a tough gaming build here. No sponsor, add money.
Not yet.
Add money please.
If you want to sponsor us, ASUS, even just Tough Gaming gear.
Yeah, I'm still in the market for a monitor, and I heard that they make some really good ones, allegedly. Or they make bad ones if they don't pay up. We've got the Vengeance Pro RGB, got it in white because I have a massive tempered glass panel. Basically, I didn't want to have RGBs or tempered glass.
But you have no choice. And
you have no choice. It was more expensive to get everything that lit up than not, so I went for it.
So you got a 16 gig kit, yeah?
Yeah.
3200 megahertz.
Let it open for an upgrade, but I'm not planning on doing anything too hectic. I'm mainly just trying to catch up on the last like 10 years and just to play some light strategy games and stuff.
XCOM.
Get the XCOM, get the Sims, put some mods in, get weird with it.
Yeah.
And obviously had to go for the SSD. What's the read write on this?
I actually have no idea.
I think it's about like 1100 megabits a second.
Yeah, that sounds probably about right.
Read write or thereabouts, which was up from the 500.
35 times faster than a 72,000 RPM, 7,500 RPM spinning drive.
Yeah, and that's going straight into...
That was hard to get out. This is the same one that we put in John's build as well. Kingston make good stuff.
Yeah, and it was also the best for the price. So the reason I'm not too fussed on how it goes together is I spent most of my time trying to get best price for performance, and all up I managed to shave off a bit of prices here and there, a bit off the edges without sacrificing being able to run Quake RTX, I guess.
And that'll be fun to just give it a try. Minecraft RTX.
Yeah, I want ray tracing to basically mess around in Unreal Editor and do some Unreal and Unity stuff, so it doesn't matter that there's nothing out for it at the moment because I can just kind of fiddle with it, figure it out.
Final Fantasy tech demo though.
Oh, now we're talking. I want to see some Moogles with RTX on.
And power supply, James is just using my Silverstone SFX power supply that used to be in my external GPU, just because we're still having trouble getting power supplies quickly in New Zealand after lockdown and everything, and it seems that they're not the cheapest thing, or not as cheap as they used to be, so we're just holding out because I've got that laying around doing nothing at the moment, so we thought we might as well put it to use.
Yeah, we were looking at about 3 weeks waiting for the thermal take one I had in mind, which was about a 750 watt. And another week for the one that they actually did have in stock. So yeah, we're just chucking this in for the meantime, and then I can put one that also has RGBs in it, because that's
the cheapest one.
The cheapest and best one, yeah. So we're about to get lit up inside this tempered glass case.
And what kind of case is this? Do you know the model?
I have the piece of paper here. So we got Thermaltake 30S100 TG with no addition,
which I'm thinking means TG for tempered glass.
Yeah,
I would say.
RTX. Nothing flashy, nothing fancy, but it's clean and looks like it vents well.
Does have a lot of space for radiators too, if James did want to come over to the dark side,
Bring the heat.
even further, and water cool his machine.
Gonna get so many frames per second in Age of Empires 2, like you wouldn't believe.
Hey, that definitive edition is...
Oh, I saw the 4K. That's.
And Age of Empires 4 is coming.
Oh, now we're in the news section. I'm ready.
Yeah. Gotta catch up. So, this case, it's got, the front's blocked off, but it's got these big open vents on the sides. Can you see that? On the sides, on the front and back, and big magnetic dust filter on the top, heaps of room on the top.
And the whole
For
front
fans.
is aluminium to get that heat out there as well. So I don't anticipate on running anything too hectic, but basically I've given myself room to go up over the next few years if I need to.
Yeah. I'm excited for this one. I'm really into white PCs at the moment. And I'm thinking my next build is going to be a mostly white system. I want to do a themed build, but we'll come to that when it's closer to the time.
Preview.
Because I'm still saving to buy everything I want. This does only have one case fan, but I've got a few fans laying around that I can lend to James to chuck in here. So he's got a bit better airflow. It's just got the one thermal take exhaust fan. But let's get into it. We'll start a timer and we'll see how quick I can build this.
Timer on. RTX on.
RGB off.
Yeah, for now.
For now. 3, 2, 1, build.
Yeah.
Start with the... Oh, we probably need a screwdriver.
Already burning valuable seconds.
Yeah. Don't worry, James. Two minutes in and it's already basically done. Your motherboard doesn't have NVMe support.
It does.
No, I'm trying to prank you.
You can't prank me, I double checked all the shit.
So is it just brand placement for the Acacia strain?
Essentially.
That's fine. They deserve it. Nice blokes in that band. Boom. PC. Now we got this. Pre-applied thermal void. Oh, what the hell?
You just activate my Siri in my backpack here.
Oh, really? Started calling Jason. That's the weirdest shit I've ever done. Look how small this small boy is. I guess he's not a big boy. Can we even use it? Oh, James.
Wrong way around.
Foiled again. I was like, where's the screws? And this is still a small injustice.
Is it too small?
We're gonna have to jerry-rig this. It actually looks cool, but it looks very, I hope you like bulldozers.
I actually do. I like industrial style shit. I bring this to you as the professional.
Bring it to you.
What I saw shook me to my core.
$31 minutes. It's not too bad. Mission failed. What did inspire that gamer aesthetic, honestly?
Because I just think of all like the Black Ops mice.
Oh yeah.
Like the Steel series stuff.
Yeah.
with like the orange trim.
Like honestly, none of these cables are reaching. There's a reason for this. These cables, being designed for a small form factor build, don't have enough slack on them to reach, but it is only temporary until James's power supply arrives, so this will have to do for now. It's basically ready to go. Just gotta put some fans in the front. Looks quite nice.
See how she goes.
Get off. Oh shit. I'm really trying to refine my videos because I don't want to have like 2 hours of content to go through in them. Oh my god, this power supply is so janky. It's sitting here. I've got the reset switch and the power switch the wrong way. A lot slower than I expected, but still less than 1 hour, so we're good. 54 minutes. We got RGB up the wazoo.
So many RGB.
Fans are spinning. We're gonna get Windows installed and then some benchmarks and some games, and then we're thinking of just playing some Worms after, to be honest.
Worms Battalion.
So the build's done. It took me just under an hour, which was kind of twice as long as I expected, but we had a couple of small issues, kind of, I guess. The power supply that we used was an SFX power supply, so the cables weren't long enough for a normal size mid-tower, so the power supply is kind of just sitting in there, but it's only going to be like that for a little while until James's one arrives. So what do you think, James? Are you happy?
Looking good, looking good. We've got the RGBs going 100. Just benched it, got Windows installed, and yeah, I can finally play a game on a computer.
Yeah,
for the first time.
So James was saying this is going to be his first computer that actually has a graphics card in it. He's coming from a MacBook Air, so he's pretty excited. He's going to be able to play some games finally. And the RGB lighting that you see, aside from the RAM, what we actually did was plugged in a RGB strip into the RGB header, but put it under the motherboard tray, so it's a lot more subtle than lighting up the whole case. And we both agree it made a really nice effect, and it made good use of the holes for all the cabling if there was a larger motherboard in there. And I think it's just a really nice but subtle touch. We also put a couple of fans in there, including a Corsair fan that's got a white ring on it which matches the case. So all in all, it came together really nicely. Didn't take us too long, and we've got time to play some games and do whatever with the rest of our weekend. It's Saturday night, it's 9:30, and there's not much else to say. Any closing thoughts, James?
No, just we have Windows, and now I have to learn it again. So that's gonna be me for hours.
Yeah, but all part of the fun. We installed James's Steam, and he's like, wow, a game library. So James has accumulated games over time, just not all of them are Mac OS supported.
And since the move to Catalina, all the 32-bit games that I had now don't work.
Yeah.
So there's just nothing. So that's how I built this.
Yeah, but it looks amazing. I mean, I'm so pleased I get to play with all this hardware without actually having to pay for it. But other than that, guys, I do thank you all a lot for watching. Thanks for coming on the journey with me and James and some other friends in recent videos. Feel free to like, subscribe, all of that down below. I'll put some of James's socials down there too. And we'll see you in the next one. wherever it is now.
I've run out of ways to point.
Yeah.
I keep looking at Jason Statham's decapitated head.